Okay. Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you both for being here. I just have some questions about your guys' nonprofit for the theater.
Okay.
So I want to start off about what encouraged you to be a part of the theater.
Well, I grew up in Tripp, and when I was in about the 6th grade, they did Man of La Mancha and they did South Pacific, and I really wanted to be in a play. And when I got to high school, we were in the recession, and they cut that program. So I was always kind of disappointed and hoped that sometime I could be in a play, maybe here. And that's kind of how it started. But it's different for you.
Yep. I had started in theater when I was like 4 years old. Yeah, because my mom used to play in the junior college productions as an accompanist. So yeah, I ended up. I mean, that's just something I've always done, and I thought, wow, let's just do this.
That's nice. What are some of the pros and cons of working with the theater and for the theater?
You go first. You go first.
Okay. Well, it is. You have to work for every dime you get. You know, you're going to count on the fact that people are going to volunteer their time and their effort and their schedules involved and other priorities, and it just really gets hard. As far as a good thing, we just have a group of very supportive people in our, including Renee, who does costumes and backstage stuff and all that kind of thing. You have a team of people like that make that possible.
Yeah, it's kind of like you have a little family. So for those 8+ weeks that you're practicing, you really get to be with those people, and they become kind of a little family. And when you're done, you're kind of relieved that it's done because it is a very time-consuming process. But you find out that you really miss that friendship, and it's kind of hard to let that go. You get used to it, but it is hard at first.
Well, that's good that you guys are able to connect with other people, I think. What role, like, what is your guys' role for the theater? Like, what is your main thing that you guys do?
Well, we got a board going. When we first came, about 8 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a board, and the theater was in even worse repair than it is now. So we first did a play with kids to start with. And I mean, the ceiling was leaking on the stage. We just had to put a big garbage can there if the snow melted and it all dripped in. So our main thing was just getting it cleaned up and then forming a board. So now we have a board, and we're actually a nonprofit. So that helps us get more donations because people can use that with their taxes. So
Right. So what do you guys think? What's the biggest difference between running a nonprofit and a commercial play and theater?
Well, I think the biggest thing as far as theater goes is the choice of productions you do.
Okay.
Because in a profit setting, you have to make money. I mean, that's all there is to it. You have to pay your people, and there necessarily anything you spend has to be made up somehow. But in a nonprofit, you're looking strictly at what does our community want? You know, what makes them come together and enjoy something, and it's just a fundamentally different experience.
And then what do we have? How big is our stage? How many people do we have that are interested? What time of year is it? Because you're not going to get a whole lot during probably volleyball season is harder, or sometimes once camping has started, it's hard to get people to volunteer. And everything we do, it's all volunteer.
Okay. How do you guys choose what plays you're gonna choose to do for the year?
Well, our most recent show was Clue. Caleb Fink and I took 10 seconds to decide whether we were going to do it or not. We'd looked through a lot of stuff. One of the things that you find is that you're going through dozens, if not hundreds, of scripts to try to figure out what works. But with Clue, it was like bang. As soon as the name came up, it was like...
He said bang, but it was hundreds of scripts before finally it was bang.
Before bang. But as soon as we said the word, it's like, okay, we're going to do that.
And it's like you said, we have to find something that our community will enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And who do we have? What talent do we have? If it's a musical, which we haven't done yet, who do we have that can be in that?
Right.
Our stage is a big thing because we don't have a really large stage. It's a little better now that we covered the orchestra pit, so it's like you have 2 layers.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do some really fun shows on that little stage.
Yeah. And one of the things that we share, I think, with probably community groups around the country is that when it comes to the split in the cast, you're going to find they're mostly female casts because guys don't do theater, at least not much. So we have to necessarily err in favor of shows that we can either literally change the genders of the people on stage, or we can go with shows that are mostly female.
Right.
Although after Clue, I did have several high school boys say, I think I'm going to do that next year.
Yep.
So yay. Yay.
So other than finding people to fill in the roles, what is your guys' other like big challenges that have to do with the theater or your plays you do?
Well, one of the biggest challenges actually is getting people to come. We're not, I think, society in general, we've kind of gotten used to being at home.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe COVID had something to do with that. I don't know. But sometimes it's just getting people to come and see it.
Walk in the door.
Walk in the
Yeah.
door. So I think that's, don't you think that's
I
one of our
agree.
biggest?
Completely, yeah.
What's your biggest achievement so far? Something that you guys look at and you're like, okay, that was a really big thing we did.
Well, I got to think, frankly, Clue is probably it. I mean, like I
Really?
say, I've been doing shows since I was a little kid. And I got to say, I mean, if I told the awards night people that too, that this is maybe the finest high school production I've ever seen.
It was, it was so
I
much
just
fun to.
blown away by it.
It was really good.
It was really fun. One of the we've done several other things. We now do not have leaky ceilings, so we don't have to put up the garbage can anymore. We've got our electrical was redone. Stewart Electric came in and did so much work for us.
For free.
Sandow Construction has done a lot of work. It's just been great. We've got better lights, and we made a huge investment, which we still need a little bit of donations for, but we made a huge investment for the sound.
Okay.
So those microphones that they used in Clue, which I think really helps so everyone could hear.
Yeah.
Because you go through all that work and then you can't hear it.
Right.
So this time you could hear everything.
Oh, I was in the back. I
So-
heard it. It was good.
Yeah. So I think those are the things that have been the biggest.
Yeah, I agree.
What's your main long-term goal for the theater or for the people that help with the theater?
Well, we named the corporation that we have the Tripp-Idle Hour Inc., not the Tripp-Idle Hour Theater Inc. And we did it because our goal is to establish the facility not just as a theater place, a stage, but to do all kinds of fine arts related
Kind of a fine arts center.
center.
Okay.
So we hope we can do small concerts. Maybe we can have groups that people enjoy that would fit into that venue, or college groups could come down, or we could have podcasts, or we could have an artist come and do some art things. So anything kind of in the fine arts realm, we would like to be able to incorporate into there.
Okay. And last question I have for you guys. If you could say anything to the people that you work with or that have just been around for the theater, what would you say?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It has been so much fun. It's just been so much fun.
It's been great.
Okay. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
And how can we donate? Is there anything we can help with that?
Well,
Tony Fink is our treasurer, right?
Yes.
And so if you want to provide donations to Tony, she'll be more than happy to receive them.
we always have donation buckets out at anything that we have. And if you want to just donate your time or costumes, just ask at one of us on the board. It's James and I, Caleb and Tony Fink, Jen Gamar,
Aaron Lundberg.
Sam Ziegler. Who am I forgetting? And then we have some high school students also
Amy
on
Brown.
it. Amy Brown.
Yeah.
And then some of the high school kids.
What's a good way to get a hold of you guys, do you think?
Well, you can call my cell phone.
Okay.
That's an easy one too. Okay, it's 605-295-1854.
Okay. And how can people volunteer for the theater?
Just ask a member of the board or show up. If you happen to be knowing that the doors are open and people are doing stuff, feel free to just walk in. We're more than happy to
We do
talk.
everything from sweep floors, clean toilets, make popcorn, to dress people, build things. I'm
Paint
not on the
things.
stage, but he
Yeah.
is.
So extra
You can-
hands help.
Anything
Yeah.
you can do, we probably need.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.